It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Kaiju Beer in Australia, and this is a can of their Mutation program, Beyond the Black River. This is a barrel-aged stout coming in at 11% ABV. It's in a 375 milliliter can. It's Mutation number 6. I quite like. That is a very, very clever name for a beer program, if I say so myself. Oh my goodness me. If you think about where we've been the last 2 years, from 2020 to 2022, the fact that this whole thing from 2020 has mutated already a few times, and we've already had a few names for this situation, as I like to call it. That's a very clever name for a beer. It really is. So it means that they brewed a few different barrel-aged beers and they've changed the flavour a little bit, or they've changed the barrel, and the beer's mutated. Oh, I love it. That's brilliant. Love it. Brilliant. Yeah, there's the can. I want to say a massive thank you to Mick in Australia for sending us this wonderful can of beer. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Got good levels of carbonation, good levels of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Oh, it's like engine oil. Look at that. We got a 2-finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass, and you can tell by the sound of my voice, I am sounding very excited by the look of this beer. I want to say a massive thank you to Mick in Australia for sending us such a wonderful beer package again, all the way from Australia. Since Mick has sent us beers for the last, it must be 3 or 4 years now, I've actually got a Kaiju Beer t-shirt. The guys at Kaiju Beer Company were kind enough to send me a beer mail direct from the brewery, and they sent me t-shirts and all sorts of bits and pieces. And if it wasn't for the likes of Mick out there, who are very generous and you know, they support the channel. They're actively supporting the channel by keeping us going with fantastic content like this. The channel wouldn't be where it is today without you wonderful people out there. Viewers, contributors, you guys are amazing. That said, even though I've got a Kaiju Beer t-shirt and they sent me some goodies in the past, this is a 100% honest beer review. If I like it, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't, I'll generally tell you I don't. So, aroma on the beer then. I'm probably going to like it just by the look of the beer. Carbonation chasing the head of the glass. 1 to 2 finger tan coloured head. Jet black beer, no light bleeding through whatsoever. Aroma. Yeah, I'm going to like this. The barrel is... Now, I've even got to the stage in my beer reviews where I can almost spot a barrel. I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but I'm just giving you a little bit of my experience, a little bit of what I've picked up in the past. You can pick up barrels as a brewer that have been used 3 or 4 times already, and you'll get a lot of a softer whiskey or a bourbon or a rum or whatever liquor was in that barrel. It'll be a softer, less vanilla-y, alcohol-y pull from the barrel because it's already been kind of used a few times. I can tell straight away that this barrel, whatever distillery Kaiju Beer bought this barrel from, it's completely fresh, and you can smell the liquor that's made its way from the wood in the barrel straight into this beer. It's from here. I'm not even having to put my nose right down to the glass. It's from this level that I'm picking up a lovely kind of bourbon, spirity, woody, vanilla, raisin. Oh, it smells amazing. Should we dive in? A little bit of licorice. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it's blooming brilliant. Oh, stone the crows. Oh, the bitterness on the back end from the roasted malt is an absolute kind of, this is still a beer. This is still a beer. This is not a barrel aged kind of spirited alcohol. This is beer. I'm getting the chocolate, the roasted malt, the chocolate, the coffee, the caramel from the roasted malt in the beer, from the malt in the beer. Oh, it's terrific. And that's just one small layer of this beer. Vanilla, plum, fig, prune, whiskey, bourbon, an alcohol warming that starts in the throat and it slowly falls into the pit of the stomach, and you can feel that warming down in the pit of the stomach there. Oh, it's the real deal. It's a 100% beer experience. I love beer. I really do. I love beer more than I love anything else in life, I think. Oh, raisiny, fig, dark fruits coming through. Mouthfeel. Let's talk about the mouthfeel for a minute. It's not the biggest, thickest, boldest, fattest stout that I've ever put in my chops, but at the same time there's still enough body for it to stick on the palate, stick in the inside of the mouth, the tongue, the cheeks, the roof of your mouth and the back of the throat. You've got taste buds in all of the places I just mentioned. So if the beer is sticky and it sticks on those parts of the kind of the mouth and the throat and the tongue, the top of the mouth, then you're going to experience the full pelt, the full throttle of this beer. Look at that beautiful lacing on the glass. Look as I roll the beer round now in the glass. Look, it's recreating the head. Carbonation, you can see the thickness of the beer. It is a thick beer. It's a well-bodied beer, I should say. You can see the carbonation chasing the head, the body of the beer. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. I want to mention an Australian beer. I think the Australians with their beer have the potential in the future, if, and I still say if, the craft beer movement is going to go in that kind of general direction, which I still hope it does. See now, I'll tell you what I am with this. I was hoping that craft beer, with all of its flavours and styles, and I thought it was going to push wine to the side. Back in 2010, when I first got into beer, I thought I was onto a winner in terms of kind of getting a YouTube channel about craft beer. It's taken longer. It has taken longer than I initially thought. I wanted it to completely kind of move wine to the side. If it ever does that in the future, which I still got my fingers crossed that it does, then I think the Australian brewers are in the same position that they were in when wine exploded. They are in a very good position because they are brewing tremendous beer, from fantastic New England IPAs to American double IPAs to pale ales to IPAs to stouts to imperial stouts to bourbon barrel aged imperial stouts to imperial porters to porters. They are brewing literally everything. But the important thing is that they're brewing it good. They're brewing it good. They're not messing about. You've only got to look at this beer to see that they're not messing about and producing half-hearted stuff here. So I'm going to have a little tinkle at the side of the can, see if there's anything to read. Not really. Barrel aged stout, great peril awaits you beyond the Black River. And that's it. They're based in 10 Superior Drive, Dandenong, Victoria, Australia. 11% ABV. It's a certified independent craft brewery there in Australia. I think that's really important, by the way. That's very important for their industry, that independent badge. Yeah, I like it. I love it. I'm going to rate it. It looks good. It smells good. It tastes incredible. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. That is a 10 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.